I was about to say good morning, and it's absolutely not at all. It is 1:25 and on Monday, and it's a lovely day. It's 11 degrees, the sun has been shining, and it felt like spring was in the air. Let's not get excited because I believe it's due to be back down to 0 degrees by the weekend, but we can enjoy the sunshine and the warmth while it lasts. Today is my son's 25th birthday. I don't know how that's happened when, of course, I'm only 32 myself, but there we are. So yeah, that makes me feel old. He's here, obviously, as you know. He and Georgie are both working from home today. The four of us are going out for dinner to celebrate this evening to a restaurant in town, Italian, where Will used to work, actually, when he was about 16. And they have a chicken dish there that he particularly enjoys and is very much looking forward to eating. So yeah, that's what we're planning to do to celebrate. Georgie and I just went to Asda in our lunch break and bought him a coffee and walnut cake as well, and some scones with clotted cream and jam, because those are his favourite sweet treats. So he's being pampered today. So we had a nice weekend, didn't do loads, went to the Sunday market in the local town yesterday, which was not very exciting, let's be honest, but we went and supported it anyway, and had a wander around there, and a lovely wander around Waterstones, which I didn't know was open on a Sunday, so that was nice. Managed not to buy any books. Georgie did buy herself a book. I nearly bought myself a book but didn't, so I was quite pleased with myself. But the most exciting news of the weekend is my wallpaper has been done. Let me turn you around. Look at that. I am so pleased with it. Now, I know it's not going to be to everybody's taste, but that doesn't matter because it's not in your bedroom if you don't like it. I absolutely love it. I'm so chuffed with it. It's all done apart from there's just one little bit to be done in that corner down there. And you can't see where my finger is there. And yeah, I'm just absolutely thrilled with it. Really pleased. We've also got, just let me take you in here, because we've got a feature wall in the dressing room as well, which is there. That's done as well. And I'm really pleased with it. But what I have decided is that this flower arrangement no longer goes in here. I love the vase still. Really like the... Oh, sorry, you've gone at a funny angle. Yeah, I really like the vase still. But I've ordered some faux, is it calla lilies or arum lilies? I never know. The very pointy, quite austere looking ones to go in there. And I think I'm going to change up the cushions as well. I'm going to go for some bolder cushions, both on the sofa down there and... here, or cushion covers at least. I've been perusing at cushion covers on Shein and Temu, and these pink ones, actually, if you remember, were from were they from? I think they were from Shein, and they're really good quality. They're just as nice as anything I buy from Dunelm or Matalan or somewhere, and about a quarter of the price or an eighth of the price or something. So yes, I'm very chuffed with my new wallpaper. It is making me feel very happy. Anyway, plan for this week. I haven't got loads going on this week, which is quite nice. Going out tonight, obviously, for Will's birthday, but not an awful lot. I might have a work meeting over in Torquay at some point during the week, just waiting for confirmation of that. I've got an appointment at the doctor's for a blood test on Friday. Exciting stuff. And I've got a girls' night out with the girls from my quiz team on Friday night. So looking forward to that. Funnily enough, going to the same restaurant that we're going to tonight. So 2 Italian meals in a week. That doesn't sound good, does it? All that pizza and pasta. Hopefully there'll be some good options in terms of dieting. Anyway, yes, that's the plan for this week. What else was I going to say to you? I'm sure there was something else I was going to talk about today. It's temporarily escaped me. I will be back if I remember. I'm going through this cupboard, which is a bit of a catch-all type cupboard in my bedroom, and it's one of my on my goals list for February, March. happy with what I've done up there so far, and I've got lots of stuff to go. I really need to go through this wool. This wool here is wool left over from my crochet hobby. I loved crocheting. I went on a course at a local wool shop. I learned to crochet. I taught myself really advanced crochet after that and really enjoyed it and crocheted a lot of stuff. And I tried to get back into crochet over lockdown and again last year, and I just haven't done it. And I don't think I need all this wool anymore, so I'm going to go through it and see what I can do with it. But I think some of it might go to, there's 2 big bags here and a few more bits there. This is to get rid of. This is a random pillowcase that I found in the bottom of the cupboard that went with a set that's gone now. This is a nail gel lamp, a really old one from when gel nails were first a thing in this country. That I think the bulb's gone actually, but regardless, you can get teeny tiny ones now, so nobody's going to want that, and it's filthy as well, so that's just going to go. A few bits to put on eBay there, possibly. And I've got this. I was sent that years ago. It's like an air filter thing. And the reason I accepted it was because I had particularly bad hay fever that year. And I thought it might help. My hay fever was so bad that year that I spent a lot of my time just sitting in the bedroom with the curtains closed, watching television, trying not to let any air into the room. It was a miserable, miserable time. And I thought that might help with my hay fever symptoms. It did it. I'm not sure if it did or not, but I've never ever got it out of I've never had such bad hay fever again, to be fair, but I've never used it since, so that one can go as well. And then I just need to tidy the last few bits and put them back in, so that cupboard's going pretty well so far. It's quite exciting because when I was tidying out that cupboard, I found these glasses that I forgot I had. I'm pretty sure they're my current prescription, not 100%, but fairly sure. And yeah, very, very pleased with those. It's like having new glasses. Anyway, I have got some shoes to show you from a brand called Cozy Island. I got 3 pairs to show you, and they've given me a discount code, which I'll pop down in the description box. They are all really lovely, and their belief is that you shouldn't have to compromise comfort or style for comfort, or comfort for style. Comfort for style, that's the one that I'm saying. So they're all actually really lovely styles. I struggled to choose which ones I like. Also made from plastic waste, so yay for that. They've all got really nice soles as well, rubber soles with nice grippy bits on the bottom, so we're not going to be sliding about. And some of them have arch support inside as well. I have quite high arches, so for me that is great. And nice squishy insoles as well that are very comfy. So let's start with these ones because I've got this one in my hand. It's like a sort of heeled loafer mule with this gorgeous gold chain on the front. Thought these were absolutely lovely. I like the fact it's got a heel, so it's got a little bit of elevation, but not too much. And the heel's a really nice block as well. You know, it's nice and sturdy. There's plenty of it in this one. So if you're a person who likes a bit of heel, but worries a little bit about really thin heels, this is a great style. Really like this grey colour as well. I thought this would look nice rather than wearing black shoes all the time. I thought this was a good compromise, perhaps with smart black trousers or something. And the next pair I've got are these, which have this amazing flared heel. Really nice. Although they're a slip-on and they haven't got a back, so they're effectively a mule, they've got this nice strap up here, this sort of ankle strap that adds a bit of closure, you know, holds it onto your foot really well. I should actually say as well, I have wide feet and I've found these all 3 pairs really comfortable. I think this plastic stuff they're made out of is very forgiving. It's sort of knitted into like a fabric, and it has plenty of stretch in, sort of moulds to your foot really nicely. So there's those nice nude ones, which I thought would go with all sorts of different colours. Such a good colour for shoes, I always think. And of course, this sort of colour elongates the leg, doesn't it? Obviously depending on your skin tone, but for me that is skin tone and will elongate my leg really nicely. The final pair are these, which are a little bit lower. Again, although they're mules, Again, they're slip-on, but they have got a little lip at the back. So if you don't like the mule effect, that might work well for you. Still got a heel, but a much smaller heel. This one is much more manageable for anyone who doesn't like a heel. I love the pointed toe. I think that again elongates the foot and therefore the leg. And they've got this fabulous silver sparkle running through them. Although they're a very neutral colour, they've got that little bit of sparkliness, which I think is great. And then of course the double strap again. This is so in this year, the ankle strap Mary Jane type thing. As I said, I do have a discount code. I'll put all the info down in the description box. So if you're in the market for new shoes, you could do a lot worse than this. It's Cozy Island. So thank you to them for sponsoring this part of today's video. Here's the birthday boy. I've had to tell him and his father not to speak at all because they're being so offensive, knowing that I was going to turn the camera on, coming out with their worst things. Happy birthday. How does it feel to be 25?
Don't mention birthdays, that's ageist. I thought we were being polite.
Oh, God.
I do feel very old, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. You must feel even older.
Well, I said to my vlog earlier, it's very odd that you're 25 with me being only 32.
Yeah, the maths there doesn't quite work out.
It doesn't, does it? Right, we're out saying happy birthday to the birthday boy. Cheers, happy birthday.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Georgie, Ashley.
We're at a restaurant with all our friends.
It is a Monday night. I suggested to Will that he didn't have another birthday on a Monday night because not many people would be here. But
Well, the chef's here and the waiter.
which is the most important people, to be fair. You used to work here, didn't you?
Yeah, it was my first job. I used to get pizza in payment every evening. It was great.
Yeah, you used to come home with a pizza and a box.
£4.50 an hour. It was phenomenal.
£4.50 an hour, was that how much it was?
It felt rich at the time, yeah.
Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday. I'm at Aldi. Slightly later, well, not really a later start. I got up at the same time, but forgot that I left my car in town yesterday because we went out for dinner last night and had to wait for Ashley to come back after his morning meeting to go, are you parking there? That is where you're going to park? Surely not. In Aldi car park. Yes, they thought better of it. It's a huge, massive Sprinter van that did not fit in the space, so she's now gone to park in a mother and baby space without any form of child in her car whatsoever. But not my circus, not my monkeys. I do not care. I do not care. Anyway, yes, left my car in town, so had to wait for Ashley to finish his morning meeting and then come and pick me up, although I could have walked actually. However, I'd already done quite a long walk on the treadmill this morning, so let me think, which way am I going to go? I'm just thinking about avoiding the traffic. I think this way feels like the right way. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. I didn't sleep that well last night, probably because we all had a couple of drinks last night, and I find alcohol really messes with my sleep now. It's really, really problematic when I have a drink. I wake up and I go off to sleep all right, wake up in the middle of the night and don't really go back to sleep. It's almost enough to put me off wanting to have a drink. Not quite, but maybe at some point it will be. Who knows? Anyway, Tuesday, nothing exciting going on. Georgie's going home later today. She was going to go before work this morning, but didn't quite make it, so she's going to go after work this afternoon. And what else? I'm cooking a chicken casserole for dinner. Bit of work planned, and I might even watch a film and do a bit of scrapbooking this afternoon, because I suspect by this afternoon my lack of sleep will be catching up with me and I'll be pretty much fit for nothing. So that's the plan for Tuesday. It's not going to be the most exciting day in the world, people. It is about 5 o'clock. I've been a bad vlogger today. Nothing exciting has happened, nothing worth talking about. Plus the kids have been in and out of here, say the kids. They've been in and out of here working from home in the dining room, and they've both been on calls a lot of the day, so hasn't been conducive to vlogging particularly. I have made a chicken casserole in the slow cooker for dinner, and I cannot tell you how delicious it smells. I'm really looking forward to eating it. I have just put on some potatoes to cook, to make mash, and we'll do some of this tender stem broccoli with it, which is one of my favourite veg at the moment. I love a bit of tender stem broccoli. I really don't think I've got anything else of interest to tell you at all. I've done some laundry, I've done some housework, I've done some work. Yeah, I've done a little bit of decluttering in my bedroom. I'm reorganising cupboards. Really nothing exciting. I'm feeling quite tired now. I'm going to go take my makeup off and have a shower in a bit. And once I've got these potatoes mashed and ready, and prep these veg, and then a lazy evening in front of the TV is called for, I think. Good morning, it's Wednesday. It's a cold one today. A cold one. It was frosty this morning. I said it was going to get colder. Anyway, slow start today. Another terrible night's sleep. Sleeping very badly at the moment, generally. I was awake from 2 till after 5 last night, so that was nice. But I try and turn it around and think, well, at least I don't have to get up to be at work at any particular time. I can please myself, so I can sleep as long as I like. Not that I managed to sleep in that well in the morning, but I did sleep till almost 7:30 this morning, which is quite late for me, so that was good. So we'll try and take that as a positive. I watch a couple of weekly vloggers who tend to go down this rabbit hole themselves, but I suppose because you talk about what's happening in your life, obviously, and if you're not sleeping well or if you're feeling ill, you tend to focus on that. And I always find it quite boring when other people go on and on about their health or not sleeping, so I try quite hard not to do it myself. I'm not feeling like I always manage to hit the right balance, but I do try. I am aware of it, so apologies if you feel like I moan about sleep or, you know, not feeling well and stuff, but I guess that's part of real life, isn't it? Anyway, Wednesday today. I've been waiting to hear back about a work meeting. I haven't heard back anyway, so yeah, that's not happening today. So I hadn't really made any plans for today, so I think I'm going to press on with my decluttering. I'm going to do a little bit of work. I don't really feel like going out anywhere. I don't know, I'm going to Tesco's. I'm cooking a new recipe for dinner, which I will show you later. What else? Nothing very exciting, I don't think. It's quite a quiet week this week, all in all. The sun doesn't know whether to come out or not today. It keeps sort of half coming out and then going back in. Anyway, it's lunchtime, and I've just come away from my desk, and I wanted to show you this, which arrived yesterday. It's a new eyeshadow palette from Beauty Bay. I love Beauty Bay eyeshadows. Reasonably priced, and a bit obsessive about eyeshadows, if you don't know that about me already, if you're new around here. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. They bring me joy. I think it's a little bit the same as when I was really into crocheting, in that putting colours together and seeing colours together I find very pleasing. Although I'm not particularly a creative person, I do find the whole seeing colours together and putting colours together myself and making colour schemes, I find that very nice. I don't know, something enjoyable that makes my little heart happy. And you know, we all need more of that in our lives, don't we? Stuff that makes our heart happy. Do you know, I'm looking at my wallpaper in this and I'm thinking, wondering if the light doesn't fall well actually with this wall, but I was wondering if I could use that as a video backdrop at some point. It's quite be quite the talking point, wouldn't it? Anyway, let me show you this. I have it on today, and it is just the perfect palette for spring. I really, really like it. How gorgeous is that? Those colours just make my heart sing. There's pinks, there's a little pop of green, there's some purples, there's some really nice neutrals as well, and Beauty Bay shimmers are just beautiful. I don't know if you can see. Got it on today. Just used it for the first time, and these shimmers are just lovely. Honestly, it was £17. It's limited edition one. I'll pop a link in the description box in case anybody's interested. £17, and the quality of the eyeshadows for £17, nice big mirror as well, is just amazing. They're such good quality. The mattes are really nice and blendable and soft, and the shimmers are really foiled. Let me just show you. Look at that. Actually, let me do it across the back of my hand. How gorgeous is that? So reflective. Somebody was asking me in comments last week actually about shimmery eyeshadows. This, beautiful in terms of shimmery. I'll just do one of the other colours as well to show you. This peachy one is just glorious as well. Let's pop that across there. Can you see those? Lovely. Anyway, enough about eyeshadow. Let's talk about, this is quite funny actually, because this happened to us last week when we were in Cornwall. We were sitting in a pub, the five of us, and a couple came and sat at the table directly behind us. It was quite a big open pub. It wasn't very busy. There was loads of tables to be had, but they came and sat on the table immediately behind us. And the lady immediately started making a phone call on speakerphone, very loud speakerphone as well. I assumed she was going to just sort of get through and then put it to her ear, and that didn't happen. It was really loud, it was really intrusive. She hadn't actually got through to a person. It was some sort of hold machine, you know, the press 1 for this, press 2 for that, and music, and then a voice saying your number, whatever, in the queue. It was really, really intrusive. And I thought, why would you, if you want to listen to your phone on speakerphone, why wouldn't you go and sit at the far end of the pub where you weren't going to be bothering anybody with your noise pollution rather than sit on a table directly adjacent to someone else? I mean, personally, I wouldn't have my phone on speaker at all in a public setting where there were people around, because I don't like listening to other people's conversations or TikToks or whatever it is they're doing on speakerphone. And I imagine they wouldn't want to listen to mine either. It's just something that I wouldn't do. And I thought it would be an interesting conversation to have, because it sparked quite a conversation amongst us, the five of us, and we all sort of agreed that it was really a nasty thing that was happening these days more and more. And funnily enough, since that happened, I have seen 2 Instagram stories from 2 different people that I follow moaning about the exact same thing and saying how awful and intrusive it is, but on trains. I think it was Laura Adlington was one of them, and she was saying in her Instagram story that she never ever goes on a train journey now, and this doesn't happen, and she absolutely hates it. So there's a difference between listening to other people's conversations in voices and hearing a digital noise, and I completely agree with that. There is something unpleasant about digital noise coming out of other people's devices into the space that I'm in. Just wonder what everybody's thoughts are on this. Do you agree with me, or does it not bother you? Is it something you think you're experiencing more and more in public places these days? I'm certainly coming across more of it. Have to say, in trains it's particularly bad. I do agree with that. However, and I'm going to sound like an absolutely insufferable snob, but it's just fact. Don't have that problem so much when I travel first class. I don't always travel first class on the train, but occasionally I do. And on the occasions that I do, I don't think I've ever had the issue in a first class carriage. And make of that what you will. I'm not saying that to be snobbish. I'm merely saying it as a fact that I have observed, and that's quite interesting. And possibly that is because, I guess, thinking about it as I'm talking, I wonder if that is because people who travel first class tend to be older and is it the younger generation mostly on their phones? That having been said, the couple in the pub last week were about our age. So it's not purely a generational thing. I'm not absolutely, tarring anybody with any particular brush with that, but that was just an observation that I thought of as I was speaking. Anyway, I'm going to go and make myself some lunch, and I'd be very interested in your thoughts on this issue in the comments, because it seems to be something that, maybe it's just that thing that when you've talked about something, or when you think about something, you see more of it because you're more aware of it. But yeah, having seen 2 different people talking about it on Instagram stories, I thought it would be a an interesting discussion point for this week's vlog. And I'll link this in the description box below. Right, that's it for the moment. I've just prepped tonight's dinner, which is it's pork steaks. They've got sesame oil Chinese 5-spice on them. They're marinating. Then we've got some sweet potatoes chopped up with star anise, ginger, garlic, and some more sesame oil. Got some spring onions for the topping, and some pak choy, which has got a little bit of sesame oil in it again. It's just basically a one pot type affair. It's from this recipe book. Hang on. Oh, you probably need to go up there, do you? Yes, perfect. It's from this recipe book, the roasting tin, which is so good. I originally had the green roasting tin, which is a vegetarian version of the same thing, and it's all, as it says in the title, basically shove it in a roasting tin, bung it in the oven. Sometimes it's a little more complicated than that, sometimes it's not. But this is called 5-spice pork chops with roasted sweet potatoes, ginger and garlic. I'm adding the pak choy as they have done in the picture, just for a bit of greenery. And it smells delicious already, even though it's gone nowhere near the oven yet, so I'm looking forward to that. It's, what time is it? It's coming up to 5 o'clock. I've had a vaguely productive day. I think we could say a vaguely productive day. Actually, I've had a candle order of wax melts mostly arrive, which I wanted to share with you, so I haven't opened the box yet. So I'm going to open that, bear with me. Okay, satisfyingly heavy this, which is nice. It hasn't got one of those nice cardboard strips that make them easy to open. So I guess I'll just, no, I'm gonna have to get scissors. My God, that wasn't easy. It made me so hot, I've got to take my cardigan off. Could be that the heating's kicked in. This is a carpet freshener. I avoided these mostly when I had the cat, Ron, because they're not brilliant for pets, because they're pets being very close to the floor, and these being very chemically, but this is in the scent Cherry Bakewell. Can't really smell it, but says, oh, how nice is that? A journey to a magical world filled with delightful fruity sweets, all sealed with fondant icing on an amazing vanilla almond cake base. Almost as good as eating a cake. Carla would disagree with me on that one. I couldn't resist the reed diffuser in the same scent. Vegan friendly. Well, it's all right. I wasn't going to eat it, love. Again, in the Cherry Bakewell. And I also got a room spray in the Cherry Bakewell. Can you see a theme here? I love home scent products. So, so good. Side note, that reed diffuser from Valente is still amazing. Absolutely love that. Very pleased with that. I showed you that and talked about it a few weeks ago. And then they were doing an offer on wax melts. The company I bought these from is called Devonwick, by the way. It's a local business based down in Plymouth, I think. So I got 10 wax melts. Cherry Bakewell. You're not surprised by this, are you? 1,000 wishes. Does it say what that is? A refreshing fragrance that begins with juicy starfruit and champagne that blossoms into a bouquet of flowers and warm notes. Sounds nice. Tonka and vanilla. Who doesn't like a nice vanilla-y scent? We've got orange and lemongrass. That sounded very fresh and spring-like and zingy. Snow pixie. A sweet and whimsical blend of cotton candy, bubblegum, banana, pear drops, musk and vanilla. I love the sound of that. Rhubarb and custard. Does what it says on the packet, I'm absolutely sure. Pink tulips and white jasmine. Again, that just made me think of springtime. Forgotten cherry, another twist on the old cherry theme. A captivating scent with bright and zesty notes of cherry, followed by a creamy texture of almond that is rounded by sweet and tart undertones. Coconutty, self-explanatory. Black pomegranate, is that like pomegranate noir, Joe Malone possibly, that sort of vibe. And then crisp citrus and mint, again, really nice, fresh, spring-like sounding fragrance. So that's a nice selection of products. I think I'm going to have a go with the carpet freshener tomorrow. Quite excited about that. I have been decluttering quite a bit in my bedroom this week with regard to my goals thing that I talked about, my goals video, my goals for February and March even, goals, plans, hopes and dreams, whatever I called it. And it's a nice feeling to get that done. I haven't filmed any of it just because I haven't really felt like it, and it's been a bit bitty, and I've been doing like a bit here and a bit there, and it hasn't really been filmable type decluttering, but I do feel good about it. My cupboards are all looking really nicely organised. I've got rid of lots of stuff. Yeah, feeling good about that. Exciting information. Exciting in my opinion anyway. Sorry, I'm just checking if the face tracking is working. Spoiler alert, it is. Exciting, in my opinion, is that the time is 17:08 and there is still just enough natural light to film without any lights on. 5:10 and there is all that natural light. How good is that? Right, where is... Oh, it's here. Remember my wild deodorant giveaway from a couple of weeks ago? We have a winner. It is Maggie Piper, who I have just replied to your comment, Maggie, if you haven't seen, and put a post on the community tab to say, could you message me with your shipping address so I can get your prize off in the post to you, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you to everybody who entered. There will be more giveaways coming up soon. I don't think we've got one this week, but I'm sure there will be in the next few weeks. And this is the dinner. Looks nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Morning, morning, morning. We're trying something out this morning. I have, sorry, I'm all at 6 and 7. I'm in the middle of a lengthy conversation in my girls' chat with some friends about beach cover-ups, despite the fact it's February. One of us is off to, not me, is off to Spain for 10 days. Lovely. I'm jealous. And she wants a beach cover-up, so we've all been sending pictures of our beach cover-ups. Anyway, I've turned my sound off. I have been sent this Luster Clear Skin Express. They asked if I'd like to try it, and because I'm quite big on red light therapy, and I really believe in it, that hang on, I'll come back to that. I said yes, I would try it. Also, because it has some big claims. Basically, it's patches that you put under your eye like that, and 3 minutes, and it says you can see visible results, people. Visible results. It says, see the immediate difference in your skin after every session. Fast, effective, and effortless skincare. I was slightly surprised that you only get one of these, not one for each eye. Feels a bit big to fit under my eye as well, but I've got a mirror, so I'll sort that out in a minute. Anyway, it's mains powered. It comes with a USB, and you put it into a plug, and it has this little thingamajig magnetic thing that you put on there, and then you have these three of these which you put on to stick it onto your eye. But it's got red and blue light therapy technology. And do you remember the teeth whitening thing that I raved about? In fact, I'm doing another thing for them soon, actually. Yeah, the teeth whitening thing, which was both of those types of therapy, red light and blue light, and I just had amazing results from it and continue to do so. So when I saw it had both of those, I thought, do you know what? Maybe I should give it a go, because, you know, who doesn't want to see immediate results in 3 minutes? So you put 3 little sticky pads onto the back there. It is £110, by the way, and it comes with a free... this is like a power bank for it, so you can charge it to do 10 sessions without having to plug it in. So that's quite useful as well, if you're not sitting next to a plug socket, which I am today. Right, I'm just going to put it on my eye, and then I will be back. I'm also going to take a before photo. Right, well, not a very auspicious start, because I can't get these dot things these things to work at all. They say the instructions say something about a face symbol, which I can't see any sort of face symbol on there, so maybe they're not the right dots, or they're different dots or something from what it says about in the instructions. And they do feel sticky. However, it just I don't think they're sticky enough to hold the thing onto my eye area. So I will have another go at using the dots, but on first glance or first attempt, they're not great at all. Second thing, so I'm having to hold it on. I mean, it's not a deal breaker because for 3 minutes it's okay, isn't it? But not ideal. I mean, you don't particularly want to sit holding something onto your face. But as I say, 3 minutes, that's okay. If I have startlingly amazing results, you know, I'll be impressed. So it's not uncomfortable, although it does feel big and bulky under my eye area. Perhaps it needs to be. I do have quite deep set eyes as well, so sometimes things that are meant to fit around the eye area don't work brilliantly on me. Anyway, I'm going to finish holding this on my eye and I'll be back. Well, let's just say that I've done the before and after pictures. I'll put them up here for you to see. And I would say that honestly, it looks a bit worse afterwards. I see it definitely looks more creased here, but it's possibly because I was holding it on too tight. I would say the bag under my eye looks almost more pronounced after using that. It's made no difference to the rings. I mean, did I really think it was going to make a difference in 3 minutes? Probably not, if I'm honest, but honestly, I see zero difference there. I will just try the other eye and I will attempt to use some of the sticky tabs again, but don't think I'd recommend spending your hard-earned on this based on that. Right, so this one I have managed to stick on with the patches. I had to press it down really bloody hard to make it stick, but it has gone on and stayed on. It does feel big and bulky, and it's not actually touching my skin on this inner bit, but as I said, I do have deep set eyes. I feel like it could do with some more flexibility. You know, let's see how this one goes. Perhaps I was pressing the other one too hard because I was having to hold it on. Side note, are you going to have to buy more of these dots every time? Because that could get expensive. You only get 56 to start with, but we shall see. Okay, it's just finished, so let's peel it off. It's got a dot left there. You see, I think that was pushing up the fold under my skin there. Right, so that one actually looks better than the other one, although, to be fair, I think this eye is not as bad as the other one. I didn't take a before and after pic with that one either. Difficult to say. Not sure on that. I'm on the fence. First result, I mean, if you're going to say you'll see visible, amazing results in 3 minutes and then not deliver that, that is going to make people disappointed, isn't it? I think under promise and over get better results than you promise is always a good way forward with marketing rather than over promising. First impressions of that are I don't love it, but I will keep on with it in the interests of research, and I'll let you know how I get on. I'll also pop a link in the description box for anyone who is interested in having a look at what it is and what it does and all that stuff. Will and I have come out to the lake walk that I used to do. I haven't been here for ages because they cut down loads of the trees and made it really quite unattractive. Wasn't nice to walk around anymore, as you can see from there, but we thought we'd just come and have a quick walk around to get some fresh air in our lunch break. Ooh, it's a bit parky though. There's a cold wind. Probably not.
Yeah, wasn't it?
What are they called?
Mandarin ducks.
Mandarin ducks.
Do you want to see me pick one up?
No, I don't want to see you pick one up, thank you, all the same. It's a glorious day to be alive. This little moorhen thinks so as well. Look at him down there. I'm assuming he's a boy.
Based on what?
I don't know. Moorhens just appear to be boys to me. All of them. Which quite clearly can't be the case.
No.
Good morning. It's Friday. How is it Friday already? How on earth is it Friday? I haven't had time to dry my hair quite as I'd like it, but never mind. I'm off to the doctor's for a blood test and got various errands to run as well. I don't know where the morning's gone so far. It's got away from me. It's 5 to 10 and I feel like I've hardly achieved anything other than a walk on the treadmill, washing my hair. Yes, not a particularly productive morning. It's been a weird week actually. Very up and down. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the weekend, apart from the fact that Ashley informed me this morning that he's working again tomorrow. Never mind. To be fair, actually, I've got a Marks and Spencer's order coming today, which I could do with filming because I'm away the first 2 days of next week. So I might film that tomorrow, even though it's Saturday, I think. I feel like this has been a shorter weekly vlog than usual. I feel like I haven't filmed quite as much. I think it's with having Will home, that, I don't know, I talk to him more than I talk to the camera, I guess. Anyway, or it might not be, I don't know, perhaps I just haven't felt chatty to camera this week. Anyway, whatever. I think I'm going to finish this vlog off here. Actually, saying that, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Was there something else I wanted to talk to you about? I can't remember now. No, I don't think there was. We'll leave it for next week anyway. I'll make a note of it if there was, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.